So here's the little Viper factory. Cutting up toothpicks, making little wings. Pretty good. Good news, my fingers are healing. Look at that. Not bad. Just a few days. Keeping them covered and putting the Neosporin on. Actually have fingers I can start to use again if I'm careful. Just no ramming them in and out of pockets. Wow. Okay, they're the little tiny painted Vipers. I need to probably put some red highlights. There's a few of them. But some calamity has happened in the model. Some of the optical fibers were too short on one side. I don't know if you can see in there. But they broke off. They were just too short to go in the bundle. So I'm going to have to re-drill those and put new ones in. All in here and in here. But instead of doing what I did before, which was okay, but a little less than satisfactory, I went ahead and got some new micro bits. These are... Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at how tiny it is. Here's my finger, and these are the drill bits. That's awesome. It's like 12, 13 bucks for these little guys. And you may be asking yourself, oh, well, fine, you've got tiny little drill bits, but how the heck would you ever put them in a Dremel and do it? Well, you can't really do it with a motor. So you use this little handheld double mouth pin vise. And you just twist it gently with your hand. And then you go. Oh, these fibers are endless frustration. So this is the side that got screwed up. The ones inside were cut too short and fell out of the bundle. So I had to get a jeweler's drill kit and drill them out again. And I've just threaded them all daintily and epoxied them. Then I'll have to add them to the bundle inside, and then we'll be done with all the little glowing windows. This is the area that was not functioning, so those are all fresh optical fibers poking out of new little window holes. I think it works. So we fixed all those little side LED optical fibers that were not working. Now we've got it working again. Both sides are good. Okay, these are the finished miniature Vipers. Right there, all painted with their canopies and stripes and everything. And then over here is another batch for the other landing bay. They're not painted yet. I just painstakingly glued their wings on. That's horrible. It's kind of like assembling little flies. Considering they're about a quarter and an eighth, maybe. About, yeah, not even half an inch long. They're really dinky. Okay, so here's the inside of the hangar bay. We got the little partner Vipers there, and then a forced perspective mural at the end with the tubes and other Vipers in the distance. So that should look pretty good. And then right here, they're going to be sequential LEDs flashing. Some landing lights, so when you come up to it, it'll be like it did in the show. Man, these Vipers are a pain in the ass. I just gotta tell you. It's just a total pain in the ass. But it's hilarious, so I think it's worth it. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Pretty funny. So for the picture, I got the picture off the internet. That's actually the mat, I think, that was in the real one from the show. And I just scaled it down for the monogram model. It's a lot smaller than the one they had. And then I cleared it. I put clear coat on both sides to make it stiff and waterproof. Not that it's going to see water, but make it more durable. And then I glued it in. Oh, thank God, the last row of Vipers is done. These things were a pain in the butt to make. I tell you, they're not perfect, but they don't need to be. I'll put the nicest ones where they're visible in the ones that look really crappy in the back near the mural. Some of these actually look pretty decent. Like that one's pretty good. That one over there is not bad. I mean, they all vary a little bit. They're really tiny. You don't understand how small these things are. But it gives you the feel, for sure, of one of those. So I've been looking at this old Titanic I built back in the day, back in the 90s, 20-something years ago. I did a really nice job on it. I had the little laser brass etched hand railings. I super glued all those on. So they're to scale instead of being some plastic thing that's not right. And I did all the rigging. That was a pain. And I actually drilled some of the portholes out, and it used to have lights. But at some point the lighting failed. There's some severed wires there in the hull. It might be fun to crack this puppy open. It needs a good cleaning. I know that it's dusty. But crack it open. Maybe use the jeweler's drills. I need to put optical fibers in there again for some new lighting. Could be interesting. Jack! 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 I'm king of the world!